Also being joined by Major Mohammed Ali Shah. He's a defense expert. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for joining in on NewsX. Now, the Israeli PM saying that they will turn Hamas into rubble. So what do you think? What kind of an attack is Israel vowing for?
See, most certainly, Hamas did a terrorist attack on Israel, and Hamas is a terrorist organization. They have been declared as banned. So it is the very fact is when they did an attack, and they also released deadly video footages and photographs, and you can grossly see it as gross human rights violation. It's dreadful, actually. Thereafter, Israel said, okay, we will take revenge. But the very fact is, again, if you see the conflict of the history of the Palestine-Israeli conflict, it goes back over 100 years, over a century, in fact. In the last of the 19th century, there was the attacks were there. There was a tension between the two nations. Then the mid 20th century, there was again a tension, and then ultimately in 1947, and there was a war between both the nations, which went on from 1947 to 1949. And because the UN also had stepped in and they tried to sign a pact, but it didn't really work out. In 1979, once again, there was a declaration. So there have been a lot of issues where people have tried to step in and try to patch them up, tried them to get them on the table and to become friends. There have been various pacts and declarations, but none of them have really worked out. So the very fact is now, see, let's accept the fact that Palestinian army isn't strong at all. Israel is very, very strong. They are they are masters in technology. They have, and well, I see what happened in Al-Aqsa Mosque. It shouldn't have happened. Unfortunately, I would call it wrong. I would call an action wrong. Attacking any place of religious worship, be it a temple, be it a synagogue, be it mosque, be it a church, be it a gurudwara, anywhere. When you enter into any religious place, it is wrong. I would call it irrespective of what could have been the reason. But when you also go on for an attack, I would call that wrong. Because no matter how badly you were provoked, no, the very fact is you started an attack, it's wrong. So Hamas said, okay, they entered Al-Aqsa Mosque. So yesterday they announced the whole Operation Al-Aqsa Storm, and that is how, I mean, when they went in, and within a span of 20 minutes, 5 rockets were fired. It's not even 5 hours, 20 minutes. Imagine, now how did they gather so many rockets together, and how did they fire there without the Mossad getting no? So most certainly it was an intelligence failure also, I would call that. You cannot operate like that. Secondly, it was human rights violation. Totally. You know, we have fought several wars with China, be it with Pakistan, be it 1962, be it 1965, be it 1971, be it an unconventional war in 1999. We have taken 93,000 prisoners of war from Pakistan. We did not ill-treat any. We always respected them through Geneva Convention, and we always gave them their due respect. A soldier is not a personal enemy. A soldier fights not because he hates what's in front of him. A soldier fights because he loves what's behind him. A terrorist does that. A terrorist will attack women, children, will attack innocents, will ill-treat, will go on for human rights violation. A person from a regular army never does that. The poem which we read in school, Thomas Hardy's poem, The Man He Killed. So if we have to go by that, it is wrong. Totally. So now when the head of state of Israel says, okay, we will revenge, there have been a lot of images which are all over social media from both sides, I would say, in a way that, you know, Hamas did something very, very wrong, grossly wrong. They, in fact, everyone knows they are a terrorist organization. It was avenged later on, like, you know, I don't know if those images were to be believed, if they were to be true. I have seen gruesome images on my cell phone, they're there. I have been telling people don't forward it. I have been deleting it because I feel I am a strong believer of human rights. Totally, you know, human rights of soldier, human rights of locals, human rights of civilians, anyone. So the very fact is when Israel said, okay, we will avenge. Now, another point to be noted over here is, Devika, that Palestine will not get support from various regions. and countries. Why? Because there is a terrorist organization involved over here. So who loses out? Who loses out? It's going to be Palestine. Ultimately, it's going to be Hamas, who are going to be getting a befitting reply from Israel. Israel is not going to leave them. They're going to sort them out. And when Israel comes to sort them out, it's going to be a problem. Now, they've been under theory that people were asking questions that, okay, can Iran be behind it? What is Iran's involvement? See, this is a matter of investigation.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Absolutely. Just